Hi, today in this video we are going to see how we can convert a Notion page into a PDF file. As you can see, I have got a database created over here which has two different pages and I have two buttons over here. Once I click on this button, the page content that is written inside will be converted to a PDF file. So let me open up the second page and show you what actually is the page content, and we'll be producing a PDF file out of this. So as you can see, I have created a simple random page over here inside the Notion page, and I'm looking to convert this into a PDF file with the click of a button. Okay. So this is the button which I want to click. So if I click on this, it will start processing this document. So you should be able to see the document is under process and a PDF file will be created right over here. So you can see it is showing the processing status, and soon this page will be converted to a PDF, and you can see it has already been converted. If I click on this, I should be able to see the entire Notion page converted to a PDF file right over here on your screen. So you can see how beautiful and simple it is and how precise it is with the formatting that Notion uses, and it has been converted. Notice that we have this footer section over here. All this footer and header section are entirely customizable, and we'll be utilizing a tool known as PDFOutput for creating this automation. But first of all, let's go to the entire demonstration and let's understand how this works. So this is the second page which has been created. Let me go back to the previous page and let me showcase the first page output. Okay, so I'm just going to open it and I'm going to show the page content first of all. So this is the page content which has this block quotes as well, which many users definitely use, and there are a lot of different variations of formatting used over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on page trigger. By the way, you can name this button as per your requirement. I've just put it as page trigger, and you can see it is already processing, and the PDF will automatically populate in this PDF file column over here, which is already there. So if I click on this, it opens up the PDF file under a new tab, and you can see how smooth and crisp it looks with the formatting as well. Okay, so every bit of element that has been used has been converted properly inside this document. Now let us understand one more aspect of this automation. So in this demonstration that I just showed you, we didn't use any template. Okay, so basically we had a raw page wherein we had some content and we created a PDF file. What if we are using an invoices database? Okay, so let's say this is an invoice database, and I'm looking to create invoices every time I add a new record over here, but with the help of the Notion page that I put in. So if I open up a particular invoice, I will showcase that I have already added a template over here. So you can see I have created invoice number with this invoice number field inside double curly brackets. I have invoice date, due date, the client details, and these are the line item entries which I have, along with subtitle, discount, total amount. Okay. Now if you scroll to the top, you should be able to see the same information as a property over here. So we have client name, description, projects, issue date, due date. All these fields are exactly the same fields which we have written over here, but they have been put inside double curly brackets. Okay, so when I will run this automation, it will replace these values that are inside double curly brackets utilizing this exact template, and it will create a PDF file directly for me. I have even created an icon image over here. So this icon is this PDF output icon that I have. So this icon will be replaced with the image as well over here. Okay, the best part is I have linked this invoices database to line items database that I have over here. So every invoice are linked to multiple line items. Okay, so I have different line items of values over here, and every invoice is linked to multiple line items. So whenever I will be creating one invoice, it will link to multiple line items, and it will automatically populate in this line item section that I see over here. Okay, so let's understand how this will work. So let me quickly scroll to the right side, and here I don't have a button enabled over here, but of course you can enable a button. What I have is this particular property by the name of generate PDF, and if I click on this, I have this generate page option. Okay, so if I click on this, it will soon be converted to PDF and saved in the PDF file column. So I have just marked one page to be created as PDF. You can obviously mark all the pages. So let me mark all the pages for the moment. Okay, and it will be converted to PDF and saved inside this PDF file section. Once we have a look at this output, we will understand how we will be setting up this entire automation inside PDFOutput, and then I will be explaining everything step by step of how you can set it up on your end. Okay, so let's wait for a few seconds as it is going to process this record and it is going to create the PDF file right over here. I've connected a lot of different databases to this invoice database. So we have line items, we have clients, we have projects. All these databases that are connected to invoices are connected through a relation property, as you can see, and we are pulling those relation values directly into the document, and we are creating the PDF file right over here. Okay, so I'm just waiting for a few more minutes as it is going to take a while to generate the PDF. But if you are using a button, it will quickly create a PDF file by the click of the button, and the PDF file will be populated in the PDF file section right over here. Okay, so let's wait for a few seconds as it is going to process, and you can see the very first record has started processing, and soon we are expecting a PDF file to populate right over here in the PDF file column. The other records have also started to process as well. So let's just wait for a few more minutes and we should be able to see the PDF file populate over here directly. Okay, so all the PDFs will be stored by default to this PDF file column. You can even save the PDFs to a Google Drive folder which you would have defined in your settings. That will also work, and you can even use multiple invoice templates. Okay, so if you click on this choose document, it will showcase different templates that you can use, so that can also be added to your settings. Okay, so as you can see, it has created this particular document for us, which it has created with the fields. So we can see the particular logo over here. We can see the invoice details. We can see all this description, hours, rate, and total. And you can see it has populated this description twice because the second invoice was linked to two different line items. Okay, so basically we had graphics design and Notion consulting. So both the things are linked to the second invoice and they have been populated over here. Okay, so this is dynamic linking of the line items to the one invoice and it is automatically reflecting the same. Okay, like we have the different amounts and we have the subtotal and everything added up. We have the hours that is showing over here as well. So it is all populating over here. Let's have a look at the last invoice and we should be able to finish this demonstration. Okay, so all the elements have been mapped correctly and they have been replaced with the values that we had on the Notion database, and everything is reflecting precisely the way we want. So this is two quick ways to use PDF output to generate a PDF. We can directly map the elements and you will be able to produce a PDF file directly within the Notion database utilizing a template file. Okay, now while creating a template, you can obviously click on the drop down. You can add a new template that I've already added and you can set it as default. Okay, there is an option of setting it as default. So whenever you add a new page, it will automatically create the template for you. Okay, so if I go inside this document, I should be able to see the template populate over here. So if I scroll down, I should be able to see the template automatically come up over here. So I can start adding the values right away to the database and it will automatically be converted to PDF the moment I set it as generate page, or if I click on a button to generate the PDF file. Okay, now let's understand how we will be able to set up this automation inside PDF output. So let me quickly sign out and log in with a different account so that I will be able to showcase how this exact operation will work. And by the way, e-signature feature is already under development. So I will be soon adding an e-signature feature to this automation tool through which you will be able to add e-signatures to your document. So right now you can see I'm under this particular account, and let me quickly delete this automation and showcase from the beginning of how this will work. So this automation was currently active, which was helping us create the PDFs. But I'm going to quickly delete this and I'm going to show you from start of how you will be able to create an automation setup. Okay. So it's currently deleting this process. And let me also remove all the connected databases that are being used so that we are able to see everything from the beginning. Okay. Yes. So once you sign into PDF output, you have this option of new automation. Click on this. It will ask you to connect the Notion database. So click on connect Notion. It will take you to the Notion database section. What you can do in the meanwhile is you can just copy this database title which you have. So you can just copy this title. And once you have copied the title, just go back to the setup screen, click on select pages and put your title inside this search pages field. Okay. You should be able to see your particular database appear over here. Click on the database and you will see it is already added. Scroll down and you click on allow access. Okay, as you click on allow access, it will give access to the database which you can use to create the PDF file in the next step. Now, there are multiple ways to upload a template, like we can go with a Google Doc, we can even add a Word file, we can even upload a PDF file, but all the processes remain the same. But in this demonstration we are interested in the Notion pages. So click on Notion page and click on continue. Now it is asking you to select the database where you want to convert it as PDF file. Okay, So on the right side, you should be able to see all the databases. So if you click on the drop down, you should be able to see the databases that are connected. If something is not showing up, click on reload database. You should be able to see the database appear in the drop down. Okay. Sometimes it takes once or twice reloading, and you should definitely appear. So you can see the invoices coming up over here. Click on this, and your invoices are automatically connected. Okay. The next step which you have is you have all these page settings. Here is where you can define what you want to see in the output. If you want to see the header and footer element, you can choose that. If you don't want to see anything, you can choose that. If you want to only see the header, you can choose that. So all the options are already available. Okay. You even have a page title if you want to see the page title or don't want to see the page title. If you want, you can also adjust the header margin and the font size. You can go with the alignment as well. So all the options are available. You can play around with all the options, whatever you want. You can even go with different formatting options, but I don't want any of those things, so I will just select don't show, and I can exclude this thing. Okay, and I will click on preview output. As soon as I click on preview output, it automatically starts processing that particular database, and then it will start to generate a PDF file. Okay, so always it creates the like the document of the last added record. Since we had added this record and we have not filled in any values over here, that's why I started processing this record. But in your case, when you will have values, it will process the record of the last whatever you have on the last added record, and you should be able to see the output come up over here. So currently nothing will come as we have not added anything, but the process remains the same. Okay. Once the preview is generated and you are happy with the preview that is being created, you can click on setup automation over here, which will be activated, and that will activate the automation on your database. Okay, so let's wait for a few seconds. As I mentioned, since we had not mapped any elements, nothing is coming in this output over here. But let me just simply click on setup automation so that it creates an automation for me, and then we can proceed further to generate a PDF file. Now, if you want to use the button to create PDF file, you must be a paid plan user. So if you are under the paid plan, you will be able to create PDF file directly using this button. Okay. But once the setup automation is clicked, you should be able to see your automation that is activated on your dashboard. So currently you can see this automation that is under the active status, which was not there earlier. This means the automation is set up correctly. So now you can simply go over here and mark a record as generate page. It should be able to create a PDF file out of this. Okay. If you would have used a Google document, Word document, or any other form of document, you would have clicked ready to generate. But since we are going to generate this page out of the database, we will click on generate page. Okay, that will convert the same into this PDF file. So I hope this entire demonstration was helpful to you, and you start utilizing this automation to create PDFs from a Notion page. If you want to reach out to me, just scroll down. You'll find this contact window. Click on this, and you should be able to send a message right away over here. I'll be able to assist you with any queries which you might be having. You even have a chat window at the bottom of the screen which you can click, and you can send me a message through this chat window. I'll be able to take up any issues which you might be having. Once again, PDF output can help you create PDFs out of any template files which you might have. It can even create PDF out of any raw documents which you might have without any form of template. So that's it for the demonstration point of view. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Bye bye.